Welcome and welcome back to Coming Home Daily, a weekday devotional practice for intentional living. I'm Christian, your intentional living guide, and if you're ready, let's read. Physical clutter creates mental clutter. This week we've been talking about subtraction. We've cleared away extra options, simplified our plans, and gotten some of our thoughts out of our heads and onto paper. Today, I'd invite you to look around. Where do you go to decompress? And is that space adding to your peace or adding to your stress? Because more often than not, our physical environment reflects what's happening internally. On our last move, my husband and I decided we would have our own living rooms based on our individual styles and what made us feel at home. His is more classically modern and styled. I wanted mine to feel like a cozy spa, a space that was calm, comfortable, colorful, and inviting. As I decorated, I intentionally chose pieces that reflected how I wanted to feel when I walked into the room. But there was one thing that didn't fit: a crate of papers. See, after my dad passed away in 2021, there were boxes and boxes of papers to sort through. It's been a process. And over time, I had gotten everything down to one final crate. The problem was, I didn't have a paper shredder at home, and so the crate just sat there in the corner. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and eventually that crate became a part of the furniture. It collected dust, an occasional jacket, and every time I looked at it, I quietly told myself, I need to get to that. Until one day it finally hit me. Those papers weren't just taking up space in my living room, they were taking up space in my mind. Every glance toward that corner reminded me of something unfinished. The weight wasn't just physical, it was emotional. There were memories attached to those papers, along with grief, frustration, and even a little shame that I hadn't finished dealing with it yet. It wasn't just clutter, it was something I was still carrying. So I finally set aside time to go through the last stack. It took a while, longer than I thought. But when I finished and that corner was finally clear, something else shifted too. I felt lighter. My room felt different. My mind felt different. It was almost as if clearing that one corner made room for new possibilities that I hadn't been able to see before. That's when I remembered something. Sometimes we aren't looking for more clarity. Sometimes we're simply looking for more space. And if you're feeling overwhelmed today, maybe the next step isn't another planner, another podcast, or another strategy. Maybe it's opening a window. Maybe it's clearing off your nightstand or cleaning out one junk drawer. Not because a clean house solves every problem, but because creating space around you often creates space within you. Here's your reflection question for today: what in my physical space has become a reminder of a story I'm still carrying? And repeat this affirmation after me. Today, I come home to peace. I release what I've been carrying longer than I need to. I choose to create space for what matters most. I trust that as I clear my space, I make room for clarity. Now, if that's not motivation to go fold a load of laundry or clean out one of those closet drawers, I don't know what is. Thank you for joining me with this episode of Coming Home Daily. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. And until then, stay intentional and keep coming home.